Here is what no one tells you about confidence in business. It doesn't come before action, it grows from doing. I used to think I needed to feel confident before I could launch a business, step on a stage, or pitch a client, but I was totally wrong. And that mistake almost cost me everything. As Susan Jeffers writes in Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, the only way to get rid of the fear of doing something is to go out and do it. And that's exactly what I had to learn the hard way. My name is Uzair. My journey started with freelance video editing, working with startups, brand, university, and different companies. I also co-founded a clothing brand, AQLEEM, and I also started my own social media agency, ProVibe. And that's exactly what I can tell you with certainty, that confidence and business are not what you think they are. When I launched ProVibe, I hit the hardest wall of self-doubt I have ever faced. I kept asking myself consistently, will anyone trust me with their brands? Can I deliver consistently? I had the technical skills, I could edit, I can create content, but stepping as a role of content agency owner, that felt massive. This reminded me of what happened to Reed Hastings when he started Netflix. He had already co-founded a successful software company, but when he pitched the idea of DVD by mail to investors, he was told it is niche market. So instead of waiting for approval or proper validation, he took a risk and started Netflix in 1997. And now Netflix is valued over $500 billion. It wasn't just about editing anymore. Now I had to think about leadership, strategy, scaling. And the worst part, I kept asking myself, what if I fail publicly? The fear was paralyzing. I had this voice in my head that I was not ready. I need more experience, more credentials, and something more before I could call myself a real business owner. But here's what I learned. That voice, it's lying to you, because no one feels ready. No one wakes up and feels like I have it all figured it out. As Mel Robbins explains in the 5-second rule, you are never going to feel like it. Motivation is garbage. You only feel motivated to do the things that are easy. The breakthrough came when I stopped waiting to feel confident and started taking action anyway. Every client I approached as a freelancer, every pitch I made, every project I delivered, those were not confidence building exercises. They were making confidence themselves. This principle is what made Sarah Blackley a billionaire. When she started Spanx, she had no fashion experience, no business plan, only $5,000 in saving. She spent 2 years getting rejected by manufacturer before one finally said yes. But each no taught her something. Each action built her confidence muscle. With AQLEEM, everyone loved the concepts of cultural wear. People would say that's a great idea, but ideas don't build confidence, execution does. When I sourced materials, coordinated photo shoots, handled with marketing, dealt with logistics, that's when I realized I could actually build something real. The confidence didn't come from having the perfect plan. It came from solving real problems one step at a time. Each challenge I faced and overcame became proof to myself that I could handle everything, whatever came next. Now I have to pause both AQLEEM and ProVibe to focus on my studies and reassess my approach. Most people would call these setbacks, but here's what happened. These experiences has taught me more about business and confidence than any other thing. Look at James Dyson. He created 5126 failed prototypes before perfecting a revolutionary vacuum pump. From ProVibe, I learned that if you are solving someone's problem and know your value, don't hesitate to charge accordingly and shop like a professional. Confidence comes from preparation and delivery, not perfection. From AQLEEM, I learned that execution matters more than ideas. Having a vision is one thing, but bringing that vision to life, dealing with real customers, real problems, real deadlines, that's where you discover what you are actually capable of. These were not setbacks, they were my business education, and they gave me something more valuable than immediate success, unshakable trust, and the wisdom to build stronger foundations next time. But the real turning point came when I stepped on a stage to introduce my speaker on TEDx Talk. As I looked into that crowd, something shifted. For the first time, I was not behind the camera. I was the voice, the presence people were listening to. Despite all my nerves, despite every doubt in my head, I delivered. For the first time, I realized people are listening. My words matter. I stopped seeing myself just as a created guy and starting to look at myself as a storyteller, a leader who could own the spotlight. That's when I realized the real relationship between business and confidence. Confidence is not prerequisite for success. It's the byproduct of showing up, taking action, and proving yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. So here is my message to you. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting to feel confident. Start taking action. Start solving problems. Start failing and learning and trying again. Whether you are just thinking about starting a business or launching a side hustle or just taking the next step in your career, the confidence will catch up to your actions, not the other way around. My unique mix of tech skills, cultural storytelling, and leadership has given me a creative yet grounded perspective on entrepreneurship. And that's exactly what I will be sharing with you on this channel: real stories, practical insight, and the mindset shifts that actually matters. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button because we are just getting started. And trust me, if I can go from doubting every decision to confidently building businesses, you can too.